I'm glad to see the green shoots of bipartisanship sprouting this morning on the HERE Act. I want to thank you and Senators Blumenthal, Cruz, Booker, Tillis, Blackburn, Schmidt, Britt, Welch, and Schiff for your co-sponsorship of the HERE Act of 2025. As you noted, Mr. Chairman, the original Holocaust Expropriated Art Recovery Act was signed into law in 2016. It ensured that Holocaust survivors and their heirs' claims to Nazi-looted art would not unfairly be barred by the statute of limitations, but instead, again, as you noted, that those claims would be resolved on the merits. The bill established a 6-year statute of limitations from the time of discovery for claims related to Nazi-looted art. But that bill expires at the end of next year, which is why this legislation is necessary. The HERE Act of 2025 permanently extends the HERE Act by eliminating that sunset provision. It also clarifies and strengthens procedural protections for Holocaust survivors and their heirs by ensuring Nazi-looted art claims will be considered on the merits. With the rising tide of anti-Semitism around the world, this bill sends a message that Holocaust survivors and their heirs will not be forgotten and that justice does not have a time limit. I'm proud to stand with my colleagues to ensure the restitution of Nazi-looted artwork to their rightful owners. I want to thank Art Ashes and the World Jewish Restitution Organization and many other organizations for their support of the HERE Act of 2025, and I look forward to its passage out of committee today.
Mr. Chairman.
I assume Senator Blumenthal would
Thank
like
you.
to speak
Thank you,
now.
Mr. Chairman. I appreciate your support and the ranking member's endorsement of this bill, and I want to express my appreciation to Senator Cornyn. You know, we all know that artwork has a value beyond its dollars and cents estimates. It has an emotional value that is often priceless, and the return of these artworks to the relatives of victims, most of the victims themselves are no longer alive, is enormously important to a community beyond just the individuals affected. It's not a hypothetical or a relic of the distant past. We know that about 100,000 works of art now are in museums around just the United States, according to a 2006 survey of American museums. And the reason that the HERE Act is so important is not only that the original measure of 2016 expires, it sunsets in 2027, but it also has enabled procedural obstacles to be raised, unrelated to the merits. And those procedural obstacles have been used, in effect, to run out the clock to 2027. We need to make very clear that claims on the merits of these priceless works of art will be dealt with by the courts in a timely way before the act runs out. Make sure that the rights of the original owners are upheld and that the kinds of protections, for example, statute of limitations, is retained as well. So I appreciate the bipartisan support we have for this measure. I think everybody on this committee understands the merits and the values involved here, and I thank my colleagues in advance